Hi, I'm Leah, and this is your weekly card reading for November 26th to December 2nd. So it is the last week of November. It's pretty crazy, and we're going to see what type of energies are going to be the strongest for everyone this week, going into December, getting ready for the holiday season. I'm just going to be using my Witches Tarot cards this week, and we'll see what type of advice we can get to sort of help us navigate the week a little bit better and see what's going on around us. Alright, two cards just fell out. They're both cups, Four of Cups and the King of Cups. So let's start with the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is sort of that feeling of apathy or disappointment or just kind of boredom even. It is a card of emotion, so you might be feeling just a little bit blah this week, a little bit like we all get in this place where we sort of forget what we have and we just kind of focus on what we don't have, or we just kind of feel like we're just not happy with our life or the way things are going or what we have in the moment. And it's hard to forget, it's easy to forget sometimes that we actually have so much abundance around us. So this card is just a warning. Sometimes with the holiday season and all the commercialism and everything that's going on, it can be sort of easy to get into a funk and to sort of feel apathetic about everything because it's just so overwhelming. But this card is a reminder that it's actually pretty easy to snap out of this. You just need to take time out of your day to be aware of all that you have. And cups aren't about material things. Cups are about emotional feelings, dreams, emotions, love, relationships. So try to get out of the mode of materialism and gifts and money and all of that stuff and turn inward and realize that you actually have so much wonderful love in your life, whether it's love for yourself, your relationships. Just, tap into that abundance and try to be aware that you're probably a lot more well off than you often realize. And the King of Cups suggests that if you are aware of your emotions this week, you will sort of overcome that pitfall of the Four of Cups, and you will sort of get a hold of your emotions and you'll feel a little bit more on top of things. You'll be able to. The King of Cups he's sort of mastered his emotions. He's able to balance the inner and the outer worlds. He's able to keep his emotions in check, not let them control him, but still tap into them, and he's not afraid to be emotional. He's not afraid to be generous. So because he has mastered his emotions, he can then give to others. And this season is about giving. It's about helping people. It's about showing your love for those close to you. It's about meeting new people and helping those less fortunate in your community. And the King of Cups totally depicts that. He's so comfortable with himself that, even though these waves are crashing and they're not calm, he's comfortable in his own skin, and he's then able to give his love to the outside world and make it a better place. So we all have that capability within us to sort of put our own drama and emotions aside and be there for others and be generous and be giving, and that's how we make the world a better place. So let's see what else is going on this week. So just be aware of your emotions this week. Write them down, talk it out. Just be aware of how you're feeling and why you're feeling that way and how you can make it better and use it to your ability. The Hanged Man. So this is a major arcana card. So this is a pretty powerful spiritual guidance card for you. The Hanged Man is sacrifice and sort of removing yourself from a situation to see things from a new perspective. So I think this is a week of being selfless. I think that's what this is saying. When we mix it with the Cups cards, it's about emotion. It's about stepping outside of your own problems, your own drama this week, your own worries, not getting overwhelmed in that, not getting lost in that, and seeing things from a bird's eye view. See things from, if you remove yourself emotionally from things, you get a clearer picture and you can kind of see some more rational solutions and ways to deal with things. So it's about sort of thinking outside the box, removing yourself from stuff, and thinking more about the bigger picture, the outside world. We can easily get caught up in our own crap, our own drama, our own woes, and all of this, daily stresses, even. But this card is saying this week it's time to move outside of that and think about others. Think about how you can make your own life better, how you can make other people's lives better. This is going to be different for everyone, but I think just be aware this week not to get too wrapped up in your own head. You need to look at the bigger picture. And if you do that, I think you'll be able to feel better about yourself, maybe make someone else's life feel a bit better in this stressful time of year. So the key message so far for this week is to not get wrapped up in your own emotions. Be in touch with your emotions and be generous and loving, but don't be so worried about your day-to-day life right now. Just try to realize that there are bigger issues in the world than, some stuff that we can get caught up in. Alright, next card is the Seven of Cups. So it's a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings going on this week. So we have to learn how to balance it. The Seven of Cups is sort of the card of a lot to choose from, and it can be wonderful and exciting. And I think this card speaks a lot to the holiday season because it is about illusions and things looking beautiful and glittering objects that attract you, but you have to really look deeper. So especially this time of year, we see all these beautiful gifts and decorations and material things, and you get overwhelmed, and you have to remember that not everything is what it seems. Some things that we can't even see or touch are much more emotionally fulfilling than these material objects, and I think that goes along with the other messages from the other cup cards this week, is that don't get overwhelmed with all of the options that are out there right now, all of the things going on, all of the, some of this holiday material stuff is just distractions from the real issues in the world, and try to just realize what's actually important to you this week. What is truly important to you? Keep that in mind, and just don't let yourself get overwhelmed. It's easier said than done, but especially this time of year, it can be easy to just get so caught up in everything that we forget the bigger picture, and that is a really strong message from the cards this week. So I think I'm going to pick one last card to hopefully sum up that message. If it's another cup, then it's really important to control emotions this week. Okay, it's another major arcana card. It's number 0, the Fool. So it is a week to be carefree in a way, and by that I mean not to stop caring about what's going on around you, but to just sort of see things from a different perspective. Think outside the box. Remove yourself from the day-to-day worries and sort of see more of the beauty that life has to offer, the opportunities, the adventure. Be emotionally open and willing to take chances this week. And if you do that, if you sort of stop being selfless and you start to see things from a more distant perspective, and you manage your emotions so that you're not getting caught up in self-pity, basically, and the overwhelmingness of the holiday season, you can become the King of Cups. You will be able to give to others. You will feel more in control of your emotions. So the main message this week is to just take a step back. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed. Try to find the balance between logic and emotion, and try to think more about things that aren't material, things that aren't gifts and food and all of this stuff. Try to spend time with people that are important to you. Maybe try to volunteer or give back to your community. And if you do that, you will feel a lot more in control of your own life, of your own emotions, and things won't be so stressful this holiday season. So, happy end of November, and I will see you next week for our first full week of December card reading.